sisters, cooling out, having fun, drinking yayan with Yahweh Shai up in the kingdom, yeah.
Who are we? It's real. That who are we? It's real. Can't be you.
Israel.
Who's the power?
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's the power.
I said, who's the power?
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's the power, yeah. Chilling up in the kingdom, chilling with Yahweh Shai and all the brothers.
All right, Shalom Israel.
Shalom.
All right, Shabbat Shalom. We are here for another Shabbat. All right. And we're here out of 2610 Granby Street, Norfolk, Virginia. If y'all can hear me clearly online, please let me know. If you can hear me clearly, I might even have to use the microphone. Let me turn this off. Can you hear me clearly? I know y'all can. Can they? Online. Let's see. Can they? Okay, can y'all hear me? Maybe turn up that microphone. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open up with announcements real quick, and then we'll get started with class.
Right,
You don't need the microphone.
yeah, so we are here, like I said, in Norfolk, Virginia, on IS-50K. So we're on 2610 Granby Street. Class days is Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's here if you're local, so you can come through. We don't stream on those days, but on Fridays you can check us out live as you see right now. We have the schools in Houston as well. They actually have the new address, and all the schools that we have in Houston, San Antonio, Virginia, Rochester. The addresses should be online, and if you want to check out classes in Rochester, you can contact Kazakia or Priest Kazakia or Priest Kwazaki for that. For the addresses over there. And then we also have the Blog Talk Radio. We have the Blog Talk Radio with Mashaba, and that's blogtalkradio.com/Mashaba. Those are Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. As well as we have the 5 Minutes of Wisdom, the Hidden True Bible Show, and the Israelite Media Course. So just different streams of being able to push the word through a media, just going on about news and a Bible show, just showing you different topics on different subjects, whether it may be about Donald Trump and what's the mark of the beast, different things like that, things of that nature. And then we also have the kids class. That's on Sundays at 1 p.m. So if you have the kids, you want to get them into the Bible class. Yeah, you want to have them in class, watching class. Definitely, you can tune into that on YouTube on Sundays at 1 p.m. And then we have the Hebrew Academy for Rochester and Virginia. That's on Mondays. So you can check that out on Mondays. If you want more information about that, you can definitely contact Priest Kazakia for Rochester. And for Virginia, you can contact Zayan. And in Houston, they do their Hebrew Academy on Tuesdays. So they do a Zoom if you're not local. But if you're local, you can contact Priest Kazakia, Priest Kwazaki on that one. And if you can contact the priests with their numbers, you can actually put the numbers on the screen. Priest Kwazaki and Kazaki. So you can definitely check them out or contact them when you just need counsel, answer questions, anything. And then we have the business too as well. Sweet Ambiance. So we have the Sweet Ambiance in Dr. Mall. And that's in Virginia, but then you also have the one in Greece, that's in Rochester, and then of course in Houston, that's First College. So you can definitely support the business, if you'd like, check it out. You're on the website as well too, on sweetambiance.com. So you can pull in your orders if you want to do that as well. And then we also have the donations, of course, and she's going to put the different ways if you would like, willingly at your heart, to send donations. The Wells Fargo, the Google Wallet, and things of that nature, and also a IS-50K Gmail. So yeah. And that's basically the announcement for today. So.
All right. Yep. Right on point. All right, we're gonna let brothers and sisters get online. We got a good topic. Very clear without the mic. All right, now, Shabbat Shalom. We're here another Sabbath, man. It comes very quickly, right? And the topic today is gonna be N.W.O. I know y'all have heard of the N.W.O, right? New World Order. Has anybody heard of that before? Back in the day, I think there was conspiracy theories. It's like, yeah, the N.W.O, New World Order, they're going to take over the world and they're going to change things and the money's going to be digital You never heard of that? Oh yeah, come on now. If you over 25 years old, I know you definitely heard the term N.W.O. There it is, right? Because a lot of y'all was wrestling fans, right? Who is that? The dude in the middle, I forget his name. Oh, there's Hulk Hogan. I think that was Randy Savage, right? No, we're not talking about them, right? We're talking about a order from the Most High, right? And think about it. Obviously, this regime, right, which is under, who's this regime underneath? The whole world is controlled over a regime, right? And when you look at the state of the world, it needs a new governor. When you look at it, when you look at the people, the land, the situations that are going on, the politics, right? And when you think about it, is that we need this, man. Especially black folks, right? It's hard out here. When you walk in the hoods, man, you see corner stores. You don't see grocery stores. So what's that corner store? Snacks, sodas, right? High fructose corn syrup, candy, where it's killing you. That's why you got a gut, right? Those things are in our hood, in our neighborhoods. It's not health food stores. It's not vitamin shops. Y'all see this? But a lot of our people are getting very comfortable in the situation that they're in. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to do it like this. Go to Baruch. Go to Baruch real quick. I'm going to show you something. Go to Baruch because, you know, a lot of brothers and sisters, even when they look at the state of the world today, we really don't see that there's an issue. Y'all see this? We don't really recognize it as it being an issue because why? I got Netflix, you know. I got friends out here that like me, right? I'm eating. I'm okay. Let me see your pocket. Let me see yours. A lot of us aren't really feeling. Check this out. It's Baruch 3 and go to verse 3 and verse 10. Yeah, and I'm gonna say this, Asa, I need you to read today, right? Asa, I need y'all to read. Read where you at.
Baruch chapter 3, verse 10.
So I see y'all got it. He was up, right? So Baruch chapter 3 and verse 10. Just to understand about the state of our people under this regime. Under Esau, under who? All the other nations, right? Britain, we're going to get into that. France, right? We're going to get into that. But we know that we're under what? The rule of the Edomites, the so-called white man, aka Rome, Greece, the same politics, right? Different name, slightly different flag, slightly different representative, right? A diplomat to show face, right? But it's the same game, same scheme. But our people mentally, we're not really awoken to even recognize that, dang, we really do need a change of leadership. Y'all see this? So when we talk about New World Order, we're like, I'm good. My life is okay. I got a nice little condo, right? I can order Domino's on, what is that? What's the little apps you can do? Not Domino's, what is it? DoorDash. Right? Grubhub. I'm good, man. Got my weed, my drink, and my two-step. That's all I need. But read where you at.
Baruch chapter 3, verse 10.
Baruch chapter 3 and verse 10. Go ahead.
How happeneth it?
And this is what I want y'all to hear. How happeneth it? How did this happen? How did this happen? Read.
Israel. That thou art in thine enemy's land.
That we're in our enemy's land. Read.
That thou art waxing old in a strange country.
You see that? That we've waxing old in a strange country. Which means what? We become comfortable. We've become okay with what's been going on through ages that we see online. Right? We've seen massacres of our people. We see continual killings. We see kid killings, right? We heard about the articles, the books, the Netflix series that brought out that America were forcing drugs in California, right? That they were the reason why we had the crack epidemic, the heroin. But a lot of us have become comfortable in our enemy's land. Y'all see this? I'm going to try to read it one more time. Read it one more time.
how happeneth it,
Right?
Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land?
Go ahead.
That thou art waxing old in a strange country.
Yeah, we've waxing old, man. We are now doing what? We're trying to get our retirement plans here in America. Nothing wrong with giving retirement plans, but a lot of us are investing in America. We're investing in their ideology. We're investing in their philosophy. You see that? We've become okay. But a lot of us are saying, hell no. There has to be a change. There needs to be a change. I can't see myself allowing my kids to be intermingled amongst these monsters, amongst these beasts. Y'all see this? Some think like that. Some want that N.W.O. We need that new world order. We need this new understanding. We need a new spirit in the earth. Because look at our people, man. We look sad, beat down, right? Come on, man. We working double shifts to still be broke at the end of paycheck, the 1st and the 15th. Come on. We give our back to the white man. Y'all see this? Our people are continually, man, just being bamboozled by what? TV. We think our life is just like the Netflix series. Hell no. I don't care how much you imagine it in your brain. That's not our life. But a lot of us is waxing old. But I'm going to show you, even in the ancient days where our people, the disciples, the apostles understood, this ain't life. Go to Acts 1 and 6. Let me show you something. Acts chapter 1 and verse 6. And it's going to go right into the topic dealing with this N.W.O. and showing our people what this regime has done. What America has done. What Europe has done to our people. Because remember, we're scattered everywhere. You still a nigga in China. You got grown men getting flogged in China. Look up videos on YouTube. They're getting spanked for what? They skin complexion, being an Israelite. You see this? Come on, it's hard wherever you go to. You cannot run from these curses. But read where you at.
Acts chapter 1 and verse 6.
Yeah, so Acts chapter 1 and verse 6. Go ahead.
When they therefore were come together,
Right.
they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
You see that? They're asking, wilt thou at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? Y'all see that? But what does it mean is that there was something going on to where they knew that they weren't in their power. They knew that whoever was in rulership at that time was who? The Romans. That what? This ain't where I want to be. Think about a lot of y'all. Who works in the world in the class? Who got jobs in the world? LaShawn, how you like working amongst the monster, the beast, right? The red dragon.
I don't like it.
Why? Why don't you like it? Here, pass the mic. We got the mic on. Fresh batteries. Go and pass the sis. Give her testimony of how she don't like working amongst the monster.
Oh, God.
Uh-huh.
The first thing to come to mind is that they're stupid.
A little bit closer so they can hear
I
you.
just feel like they're dumb.
They're dumb. Why do you feel as if they're dumb?
Because they don't behave right. You know, they just...
Okay.
They're just stupid. They think... How should I say that? They just don't think like we do.
Okay.
It's just strange being around.
I want, that's cool. It's strange being around, but give me some things that they may do to where it appalls you and it makes you want to really move away, right? Step away from them and have a whole nother understanding of how to be a person. Because really, they don't know how to be people, right?
Okay, particularly for my job,
Right?
I feel that they're racist.
Racist.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's a lot of things that they do, like, they treat me like I'm a slave.
Right?
You know, like, I'm the one that has to...
You the yes ma'am.
Work. Yeah.
The yes ma'am.
And then, like, even though, like, the white people come in and miss days and stuff, but they still get the better hours. They can just walk out after work. Me, I have to clean up everything. So it's this thing. They kind of treat me like a slave. And the other black girl, too. They treat me bad.
Right. Treat you like secondhand meat. Right?
Yeah.
Like an animal. See?
I mean, one time they had said the girls supposed to take out the trash.
Right.
And they,
And y'all are going to have to move.
one of the ladies said, "Let's try to take out the trash." You know, I said, "Well, I look like the trash monger." And one of the girls said, "Yeah, because she's black."
They say, yeah, because she's black?
Yeah.
Oh, they made the
She's big
statement.
and black, excuse me. Yeah.
Okay.
Because she's big and black.
Oh, big and black. Oh, she said you strong then.
Yeah, but my people took everything in my power not to go off.
Right.
Because I knew I would lose my job.
Right.
So, I mean, that's just personally what I deal with.
Right. And I like that because you're explaining, you know, and communicating why you see there's an issue with this nation. But how much more now? Let's talk to the kids, right? Because y'all are right back at school, right? Pastor Tanea, right? Because she's amongst these little monsters too. So how does it feel to be in school with transgenders, transfluiders, right? I'm biodegradable, whatever. You know, I'm binary. Huh? I'm non-binary, right? How does it feel to be intermingled amongst children that have no idea what life is, right? What order is? How does it feel to be around these individuals?
It feels weird because like they talk about like weird stuff like in one of our classes today.
Right.
Oceanology. They're talking about how they eat oysters, shellfish, and all that.
Oh, okay. How you said they were sharing how they eat oysters and shellfish.
Yeah.
Right.
But, like, most of them are Esau, so I couldn't, but...
Right. So that's like their nature anyway, right? How is it with the gay community? Right? With the gay boys. Are they carrying purses?
2013.
Huh? They got their fingernails painted? Don't call me Steve, call me Shirley. Call me Shelly. Right? Pass the mic. What you got on that, Tiano? Tiano got some. Don't call me Steve. And I'm going to say this. Those that are online, listen, put your experiences to where your taste is starting to turn for this nation. Oh, yeah, what's that? What'd you do? Oh, no, don't do that. But, you know, put in the chat. I'm going to say this. Let's get the algorithm jumping. Go ahead and do the thumbs up. All right? Let's get it out. But how do you feel with what's going on at school?
Honestly, it's weird.
A little bit closer so they can hear you.
It feels unsafe. When I'm here with the brothers and sisters, I feel safe. I feel at home. But when
Right.
I was at school, I feel like I was put up all these guards because of how these people are. So in the beginning of the school year, the teachers ask, what pronouns do you go by? If you go by she, her, or they, them.
Right.
And the teachers kind of looked at me funny because I didn't have any pronouns. I was like, I go by the natural female pronouns. What do you expect me to go by?
Right.
And the other female who sits next to me, she was like, oh, I go by they, them. And I tried not to look at her weird, but
Right.
I really wanted to.
I go by they and them. Yeah, they got them. They got that many demons on them and they.
And then the students would look at the teachers weird for not
Plural.
knowing how to use it correctly. They were like, that's not how you use they, them correctly, but
She goes by they, them.
yes.
Mm.
And the teacher didn't know how to use it correctly, but the student was getting mad because it doesn't make sense to use they, them referring as
Right.
one person.
Right. Yeah. So you know we got children. You got someone want? Anybody else? Shariah? Huh? Quite a shy. I know you in the school. Y'all in the same school, right? Look at y'all, man. Okay. Teamed up. Team righteous. Go ahead, Shariah. I got you, Asa.
My school's homophobic, so.
A little bit louder. I can't hear you.
My school is homophobic.
Your school is homophobic. Okay.
Yeah, nobody really likes the gay. There's no many.
Uh-huh.
There's no many gay people. There are some of them weird, but that's.
You know, probably a lot of them, they're probably in the closet. Because America is full of fruitcakes, right? Backdoor busters, right? Booty thieves. There are plenty of them. A lot of them are they're just not letting it be known because insecurities, right? They're scared people to judge them, you know. But for the most, I'm going to say this. If it's America, oh, no. It is a building full of, and I'm going to say this. Why do you think your school is homophobic?
Because there's a few gay people, and everybody clowns them. Everyone's on top of them.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, you're gay? Like that.
Dang, okay. So how do they feel? Like, it's a hate crime.
If they think it's gross that you're gay, they say it.
You said what?
If they think it's gross that you're gay, they'll say it.
Right. If they think it's gross. This is Shamara. You got something, Quadashai? Shamara said, boys I went to school with back in middle school that I never thought could roll that way is way more open in being homosexual now. One of them was my friend, and after seeing him shaking his butt on social media, I unfollowed, and we don't talk anymore. Yeah, shaking his butt. Oh yeah, I believe it. What's that? What's Rico? What's it? Nasty? What's the little rapper dude with the fingernails? Huh? Say it again. No. It's a dude. He's gay, but he has a beard. No, y'all tripping. Huh? No. Hold on real quick. Hey, pass it. Turn it off. Just turn it off. Yeah. Let's get a little. Pass that to Ace. But no, it's not. Put this picture up if you don't mind. I'm gonna show you. And the reason why I'm going over this is just showing. I was like, who's fed up with this? Yeah, there it is. Saucy Santana. Thank you, Shamara. Yeah, Saucy Santana. That nigga. That thing. Right? You got to put an image of Saucy Santana. Look at this grown. I want everybody to look at their picture. Look. Go on your phone. Google it real quick. I know you be on your phones. Go ahead and make some use. Let's Google Saucy Santana because, and I'm hitting on this point at the beginning is just to we got to really look at what this world has given us. Right? We got grown men that wants to marry dolphins. Are you serious? Right? You got grown men that are literally praying after 4-year-old girls. 5-year-old girls. Yeah, there he is, Saucy Santana. Look, you gotta get some more pictures of this cat. You gotta see the video. This dude, boy, he is full blown. He has to get put on fire, right? But that's why what? Why do you think that the disciples were saying what? They were saying, when are you gonna restore the kingdom? Because this ain't life. They're walking around butt naked in the gymnasiums, right? All men together. Why do you think Esau does that now? Esau does like to walk around butt naked all in the locker room. It's like, bruh, the towel that's on your shoulder, put it around your waist. You see that? Come on, man. What you got? Say it again?
I remember my question.
Well, hold the question. We're past questions. We can come back to that. But what you got, Asa?
I'm not.
No, what you gonna say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like at the mall.
Right.
At the mall, I recognize I don't use the downstairs bathroom amongst the rest of the people down there.
Amongst the immortals.
Yeah.
Right.
So they got a private bathroom. It's sort of like a private bathroom upstairs.
Right.
But I recognize when I went downstairs why I never use it. Cause dude was trying to open up the door while I'm in here. They trying to open up all the doors.
Right.
And then you had two Edomites in there talking about how they pee just glow. Man, my pee is glowing, man. I don't know. They having a whole conversation about glowing pee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they probably taking vitamins, man, to knock out that package.
Yeah,
you know.
He called the dude over to look at it and stuff. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I can't.
Dang.
Bathroom down here.
Right. Yeah, but think about it. But that's this nation, though. This nation does that, right? And so many atrocities. We're going to get into it. What you have? You had something I say?
I was going to talk about work.
We can get to it. We can get to it. Where we at right now?
Acts chapter 1 and verse 6.
Yeah, Acts chapter 1 and verse 6. From there, go to Isaiah 24 and verse 5. Because we really have to understand about why there has to be this new world order. Why Yahweh Shai has to return. And we know what that's what it is. The new world order is what? 144,000 reigning. Yahweh Shai comes back and destroys this nation and all those that want to be a part of the philosophies, right? And we're going to tap into that a little bit, dealing with this Revelations. We're going to get into Revelations a little bit, right? But we're seeing that what, man? That this land is defiled. God. Physically. You got whales beaching themselves. Help me. Oh. Why? They know itself. The water is detestable. The water's nasty. You see that? What are they doing with food now? Now they're putting estrogen in all the food. That's why you got boys with breasts, right? You got girls developing early now. Come on, man. They know exactly what they're doing. Y'all see this? They got a certain, I was looking at it, and we'll get to it, dealing with France, dealing with the age of consent in France. That's why you have a lot of stars that are going to France, they're going to Greece to live. Why? Because they want to start moving around as they want to freely in what they believe. Which is what? They like young butt. You see that? They want to deal with the young kids, right? They want to do their little sacrifices or whatever they want to get involved with. Come on, man. But this is America's protege when it comes to all these other countries. What you got?
Yeah, I ain't never watched the show, but I heard Barack Obama's a big fan.
Right.
The guy from Duck, what is it?
Duck Hunters?
No, Duck Dynasty or something.
Okay.
Supposedly he had an interview with GQ magazine.
Right.
They asked him about, like, he made a comment about child marriage.
Right.
It was like the age to get him at is 14 to 15.
Right. Who said that?
One of the guys, I don't know.
Oh, Duck Hunters?
Duck Dynasty guys. Man.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, it goes a little bit deeper though on specifics. But he was saying it was 14?
Yeah, he said the age to get him at is like 14 to 15.
Right. Yeah. You know, listen, we're seeing it goes even lower than that with some. Yeah, what you got?
So, some kid said on my bus that...
A little bit louder.
A kid said on my bus that that kids can get together with, like, women at, like, 14, 15, and 16.
Oh, yeah.
And, like,
yeah, that's definitely fact. I got... Right? Who, the young boys? Young boys want something grown? Is that what you're saying? That's what he's saying. He's saying the young boys want something grown. They talking on the bus. It's the bus talk, man. What they, 11? 8? How old are you? 11, 12?
12.
So what, they're about 12, 13? And they talking about getting some 25. But, hey, it's real. You got situations dealing with, it was a woman, right? She was about 27. She was a school teacher. And she was dating one of her students. She was 13 and 12 years old or something like that. But the thing about it is that the woman, his parents was okay with it and allowed him to spend the night at her house. And she'll drop him off in the morning so he can freshen up, eat his Cheerios, right? Get his lunch and go to school, man. But that's America, right? Read where you at.
Isaiah chapter 24 verse 5.
Isaiah chapter 24 in verse 5. Go ahead.
The earth also is defiled,
right, under
the inhabitants thereof.
And this earth is defiled, not only physically in the earth itself, but how much more now spiritually? How much more now in the philosophy, in the way that they think? Y'all see this? No. Very defiled, man. It's okay that you can kill a black man just because you got a badge now. Mm-hmm. Come on now. He was pulling out a phone. It was a phone, right? He didn't even say anything. You just shot them all in the car. But that's okay. Because what do? They hold themselves not guilty. But a lot of us aren't really looking at all these atrocities and saying, man, this ain't right. A lot are now. You got brothers that's locked up. They're starting to understand, right? But a lot of times you really don't understand until it hits you close, near and dear. But I'm showing that even back in the ancient days, they knew that this wasn't right. And we're going to get into a lot more on the specifics of what they've done. Keep reading.
Because they have transgressed the law.
They've done what?
Transgressed the law.
And that's what these nations have done. They disannulled the law of the Most High. Y'all see this? There is no keeping the commandments. And that's why it feels strange, Tiano, at school. You feel safe here, but you feel like you're in a jungle out there. Right? You don't know who looking at you, who try to touch on you. You got these young boys trying to tap you in the butt. You got to break his finger, right? Like, nah, I ain't doing crick. Why? Because they think that they can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want to. Look at you all weird, right? Slobs start falling out their mouth. You're like, what is going on? Like, for example, there was another situation, I think it was here in Virginia, I think it was in Virginia Beach, but there was a neighbor, a white neighbor, right? Obviously, you got a Judite couple. The white neighbor was playing monkey sounds. On a loudspeaker. Right? On a loudspeaker. And what did they say? They're not breaking the law. They're not breaking the law. But you already know, when we on the side, we're on the corner with a speaker teaching the truth. What do we got to have? We got to have a permit. Right? For the noise. But they couldn't find nothing to make them stop doing the monkey sounds, that was what? That was trying to degrade Judah? Nah, they don't care about that. We can't find anything. They're not doing anything wrong. They allowed that to play out. I think they finally came up with something for them to decease or to stop what they were doing. But what you have, LaShawn?
I wanted to say, even the white people at the job, the Edomites at the job, they gave this one girl, she's pregnant, they gave her a bunch of days back to back.
Right.
And she said was, who I look like, LaShawn?
Hold on, say that again. Get over.
Like, she missed the whole week.
Right.
But then when she finally came back, they were giving her a bunch of hours, a bunch of days.
Right.
And she was like, who I look like, LaShawn? It's like they know I'm a slave.
Oh, they hitting you.
They know it.
Right. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, you know what I'm saying this. You know that's Satan definitely trying to get you riled up. You already know how you are, right? Or who you used to be.
Yeah, I mean,
who you used to be.
I kind of joke, you know, not joke with them, but I say my little remarks to them. They know not to play with me, but still, they still push. Like even my Edomite manager,
right?
She trying to pin the black people against each other. I mean, it's really, I just can't believe she's doing it, you know, out in the open. It's not behind closed doors. They make it obvious that they're racist. They're not hiding it.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're real blunt with it, you know, and that's why you had the whole Trump supporters with the mega hat, "Make America Great Again." When it was killing people unjustly, like what you talking about? Like, come on, man. Esau is wide open. You know, they got their little shirts, their little slogans, their little parties that they have, right? You know, is that? But again, are we seeing it and being like, it's time for a change? You see that? Our people still want to do what? We still want to vote. We still got what, Muhammad down the street that we're trying to vote for. Muhammad's still smoking weed, still hanging with the gangsters. He ain't trying to get no change, man. The only thing he's trying to do is get money in his pocket. Let's be real. Y'all see this? But we got to understand that what is that our people, man, we're very comfortable in our situation. Some is, some aren't. But the scripture says what? Read it again.
The earth also is defiled,
right,
under the inhabitants thereof.
Read.
Because they have transgressed the law, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
They've done what?
Broken the everlasting covenant.
Yeah, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant, changed the Sabbath purposely. Come on, man. There's a Catholic priest that purposely said that what? We changed that date. Come on, man. They're trying to defile the children of Israel. They're trying to specifically go against the hand of the Most High. When you deal with breaking the everlasting covenant, they're trying to have us do what? Again, eat the pork. That's why they put pork in everything. They want us literally to do what? Die slowly. They want us to be at odds against our Creator. And we're understanding that what? But they're doing it for a purpose. But with that, go to Revelation chapter 17 and verse 1, man. Revelation chapter 17 and verse 1, because the Most High knows. And if y'all can put your phone on vibrate. Oh, that's a toy. But, yeah. Oh, that's clear. That's real clear. But going into this N.W.O, this New World Order, it's necessary. I'm tired of living in America, man. They say, just go back to where you come from. I wish I could go back to royalty. You see that? I wish I can go back to when we ruled the earth. But that ain't gonna happen. But y'all gonna send me over there to what? Congo?
Yes.
Come on, man. You gonna send me over there to Congo to go in somewhere where I'm not from?
Right.
But read where you at.
Revelation chapter 17 verse 1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me,
right,
come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Yeah, so what's happening is that John the Revelator is getting a vision, right, an understanding of what is going to become this whore, right? It says that this whore that sat on what?
Many waters.
And the great whore is Babylon, aka America. Y'all see this? Because why? Everything that they believe in and that they dress themselves in, what do they try to do? They try to influence every other country. They try to influence every nationality of people to be what? Gayer and gayer. Right? Fatter and fatter. Lazier and lazier. Trust in me, I got you. Right? But it says, I'm going to show you. Read that one more time.
And there came one of the 7 angels.
Right?
Which had the 7 vials.
Go ahead.
And talked with me.
Right?
Saying unto me, come hither. I will show unto thee the great judgment of the great whore.
Yeah, the great whore. Right? Go ahead.
That sitteth upon many waters.
Yeah, sitteth upon many waters. And waters representing what? The nations. Right? All these different ethnicity of individuals, their influence. Because think about it. America does sit on many waters. Even with their military. That's why when individuals try to say the Arabs are Esau, where are they at? How are they on many waters? What bases do they have? What have they overtaken? What presence have they shown? No, that's America. Going all the way from what? All the way from Alexander the Greek with his little dirty self, going all the way to the Arabs, right, conquering them. He conquered Egypt. He sent Ptolemy there in Egypt, put his rulers there, right? They've been doing this for a long time. But it said, I'm going to show you the judgment, because there has to be judgment for the things that they've done. Y'all see this? And we're going to go in greater detail. And I know a lot of brothers and sisters, man, you know, when you hear about it, you really can't comprehend it. But it's coming to an end. America's rule, right? Those that are linked and hold hands with them, their rule is coming to an end.
Right.
Because the people are getting uneasy. Listen, black folks is tired of being broke. Black folks is tired of being what? Lied to. Right. We don't even know who we are. Y'all see this? But we know something ain't right, man. You keep telling us that, yes, you know, better days are going to come, but when? Huh? The only thing we can see is EBT cars, man. EBT cars, right? We get a little, and to be honest with you, really nothing else, because, you get a little, the child stimulus, right? Monthly, depending on how many kids you got. So what? I got to have more kids to get more money, right? Oh, come on, man. America knows exactly what they're doing and how to pacify our minds, how to relax and pacify our anger for what's been done to us through the ages. Go ahead.
Verse 2.
Yeah, verse 2.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Who what?
Whom the kings of the earth,
right,
have committed fornication.
You see that? And that's what's happened. All the nations, and we're going to get into that a little bit deeper. I'm going to break this down about even the kings, right? These groups that are attached to America, is that a lot of them are fornicating, allowing their sinful acts now to be what? Spread abroad. That's why you have Jeffrey Epstein, man. He was dealing with the British Parliament, right? Who was that he was dealing with? Prince Andrew, right? He's going under investigation, right? Now they just try to do our boy R. Kelly dirty, right? But R. Kelly messed himself up, man. Because R. Kelly tried to be just like the white man. The scripture says, envy not thy enemy. It says, envy not the enemy. But what did R. Kelly do? I'm gonna do the same thing. But he got, listen, R. Kelly, man, the sad part about R. Kelly, man, he went too far. Went too far, and he was a pawn. They said, perfect, man. We got to use him to cover up all the other elites that's done the same thing. Y'all see this? That's why Jeffrey Epstein can't testify. Now they got, what's her name?
Glycine?
Yeah, Glycine. Yeah, Maxwell. Yeah. She's up in there in prison, right? About to give it all away. We'll see if she survives, right? To talk about the Clintons going over there, and you know who else was up there? I think they had Judah in there. What's his name? Chris Rock. Chris Rock was on the manifesto. You said what?
Oh, not said really?
Oh, definitely. Chris Rock was on the manifesto.
George Clooney, I think.
George Clooney? Oh, huh?
The comedian from Fridays.
Oh.
The funny one.
Chris Tucker.
No, it wasn't Chris Tucker.
He was on there too.
Who did I just say? Chris Rock?
You said Chris Rock.
No, it wasn't Chris Rock. It was Chris Tucker. My apologies. Both of them? Oh, Chris Rock too? Yeah. There it is then. He said Chris Rock and Chris Tucker. They listen, they're being influenced by what? By these nations, right? By America, right? But it says, read where you at again, verse 2.
With whom the kings of the committed fornication.
Right.
And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
And what it means, the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunken with the wine of her fornication, that means that they have accepted what they're pushing. They've accepted their ideology. They've accepted their philosophy. Y'all see this? That's why even the kids, that's why you might have had what? Gay friends. But what would they try to do to you? They would try to make you feel as if what they're doing is okay. They'll push on you their ideology of what? Relationships and how a man and a woman or a man and man should deal with each other. Come on, why do you think they have it in y'all said elementary, right? Dealing with the kids. What do they call it? Elementary, y'all here in Virginia, Amawana? About, you know, they can, Yeah, what's the class? I think was it transgender awareness? Or something like that. They're doing transgender awareness out here. Yeah, transgender awareness, I believe they have out here in Virginia. Or Transgender Awareness Week. It's in November. So you'll see that coming up. Y'all see this? You got people going to the polls. You got people going to courts. You got these transgenders going in where they're trying to fight for their right. You got grown men that is identifying as women that want to use the women's bathroom. Right? So now our daughter's got to be in a bathroom with a grown man that says he's 13 years old. They try to influence us to make it seem like it's okay. But what do? We just sit back. It's okay. What you got? Pass her the mic, though. You got to pass her the mic. Now, you can't bang it or nothing like that.
I'm at school. There's one of these classes called the Gay Straight Alliance.
The gay... Oh, so it's a what?
The Gay Straight Alliance.
Gay Straight Alliance. Okay. Coming together. That's a class.
Yeah.
How long is the class? A semester?
I don't know.
What is that? Is that like an elective?
Yeah.
Interesting. So she just said there's a class with the Gay Straight Alliance coming together, holding hands, right? Proverbs 11:21. Though we join hand in hand, the wicked shall not be what? Acquitted, man. Should not let go. But that's what America wants to do. They want to make us feel as if like what? They're doing nothing wrong. You see that? They're legalizing marijuana now, but they still arresting brothers for marijuana. Like, how that work? It's legal here in Virginia, but you still doing what? Arresting them for the weed. And those that were found with the weed back in the day, they still what? In prison. For the amount that you said is okay now. Come on, man. But a lot of people are doing what? When you go to Iceland, Finland, these different areas, Russia, they got the brothels, right? I know y'all seen, what was that show? The movie, not Get Out, it was Taken. Taken, right? You got women getting kidnapped, men getting kidnapped. It's like they just go and solve it, whatever, right? Kids getting kidnapped. You find them with the body parts out. That's in every country. That's in London too. You go to London. London got hoods too, man. London is drinking the influence of what? America. I mean, America's just only a branch from them anyway. Y'all see this? But it says, read verse 2 again. Yeah, Revelation chapter 17, verse 2.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 2.
Let him finish.
For whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Go ahead.
And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
They've been drunk with the wine, have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. What'd you have, Ike?
Oh, just speaking on the desensitized, about us being desensitized. When my red brother had passed, right, he was in the river, right. But the cops didn't. They was desensitized. They didn't even want to check the river to see if it was any body in there, you know. But they had to. I forget what her mom and them had to basically go through some process to get them to even check the Genesee River up there,
right,
to see if her brother was in there. But it showed you how uncareful, like how they don't care for us, you know.
Oh yeah.
They want to check the river.
Oh, come on.
For her brother.
Yeah, one to the head, another black nigga dead, right?
Yeah.
It don't matter. The brother just said this nation, right? The police force that, what's their slogan? Protect and serve. Who you here to protect and serve? Colonial Avenue, right? When you go down there to Rochester, Maine, right? Over there, downtown area. What is it? Greece, right? Those in Highline, Greece. Those in, what's the other rich area? Webster, right? That's far away from the hood. Who they there to protect? They didn't even want to look for what? Was he missing or he got murdered?
Yeah, it was on video. He ran by the river, and he was with a group, but he didn't return back. On the video, you see them running back, and then he didn't return back by the river.
A video? What do you mean running back?
This was by a college on a college campus.
Oh, okay. So he probably slipped in and they ain't say nothing.
Yeah, they ran back, but he wasn't seen running back on the video.
Right.
He was coming back from the river, but the cops didn't want to check the river.
That make no sense. But I can see it. That's Rochester PD, man. That's why the scripture says what? Is that all these nations have drunken the wine in their fornication. They've been influenced by this, like you said, man, this senseless killer, this senseless villain. America's a senseless villain. We're going to go into it. Keep reading.
Verse 3.
Yep.
So he carried me away in the spirit.
Go ahead.
Into the wilderness.
Right.
And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast.
And this woman is who? America. Right? AKA who? Rome. It's the same individual, the same ideology, right? The Vatican. Y'all see this woman? Go ahead.
Full of names of blasphemy.
Right, and when you deal with it, it says I saw this woman, right? It says sit upon a scarlet colored beast. Is given a description. But what is a scarlet color? What is scarlet? What's the color of scarlet, y'all? Raise your hand. Go ahead. It's red, right? So it's given a description of who? This Edomite nation. We already know it. Genesis 25 and 25, right? Dealing with Esau. Esau that came out red all over, hairy, right? So this woman is representing America, but it says she sat upon what?
Sat upon. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast.
Right.
Full of names of blasphemy.
Yeah, that scarlet-colored beast is who? This Edomite nation. And there's many ways we can go into that. We can go to Genesis 12 and know about this great dragon, all these different terms, right? But it says the scarlet-colored beast with what?
Full of names of blasphemy.
Right?
Having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Yeah, full of the names of blasphemy, all the wicked, the sinful things that they've done. You see this? All the lies, the deceit, the witchcraft. This is what they do. They're masters at it. And it says that having 7 heads and 10 horns. The 7 heads and 10 horns. Y'all know what this is? Who knows what the 7 heads is? Anybody online? Is anybody there? 13 people. Who's watching? Who knows about the 7 heads? Who knows about the 7 heads? What you got, Doc?
That's the 7 nations and the 10 tributaries.
Okay.
That's ascribed to America and its ideologies.
Right. They support. Right. You got the 7. They are. We call them the what? The European Economic Community. You see that? Put this down. This is the European Economic Community. The 7 heads. Y'all see this? And does anybody know those 7 heads and what nations they are? See, the Bible is very descriptive. This is prophecy, man. Not only that, again, it's just showing us what? It's showing us the nature and who is also attached to this beast. Does anybody know the 7 horns? The 7 heads, I mean. The 7 heads. I'll give it to you. Greeks. Write it down. The Greeks, which we know. The Romans. Right? The French. The Germans. The Russians. I say the Spanish already? Okay, that's what it is. The Spanish. So the Greeks, the Romans, the Germans, the Russians, the Spanish, and Britain. These are the 7 heads. And my apologies. It's the It's the 10 common markets, which is the economic, or the European economic community. That's the 10 common markets, the 10 horns, right? And the 10 horns represent what? Supporting the Edomite empires. Y'all see this? They support their nation, monetary, military, and they're very resourceful for America. They're the ones passing the billets, right? NATO, when they all come together, they're all in the same mind. Y'all see this? But the thing about it is that the whole world has been influenced by America. And you got some nations that aren't down with America. That's why you have a lot of nations like Japan. Japan won't bow down, or I think it was Japan, when it comes down to their food, right? They won't allow Monsanto to be in their nation, but that's an American-based company that brings forth what? GMO, genetically modified organisms. Everybody's not bowing down to the beast. But for the most part, everybody is. Y'all see this? That's why when you had Korea, when Korea did that, it was a law, I think China too, that you can't wear a mohawk and you can't wear skinny jeans in the country. You see that? And no K-pop in North Korea. You can't have no K-pop, which is gay pop, right? I know all y'all sisters, right? All you Israelites love that K-pop. I don't know what it is with girls with K-pop. These little boys look like girls, man. They got the lipstick on, the lip gloss, with the neck tattoo. It's like, how that work? They're like masculine but weak at the same time. That make no sense. Who listens to K-pop in here? Anybody? Huh? K-pop is like your Korean pop music. Yeah, it's big, man. They're like little alabaster, just ghosts. Listen, I know sisters that are going to Korea and marrying these men, man. Oh yeah, because what, they love them so much? K-pop, y'all gotta look it up, man. Oh yeah, they got, and the thing about it, now they're making them masculine with the neck tattoos. Oh yeah, they got the neck tattoos now. Y'all see this? Huh? But it says, so what do y'all have for the 7 heads? Huh? What do y'all have for the 7 heads?
The Greeks.
Yeah.
Romans.
Right.
French. Germans. Russians. The Spanish. And Britain.
Yep.
The British.
Yeah, 7 leading empires. These are the 7 leading empires of the world. Greeks, Roman, Spanish, French, German, Russia, and the British. Y'all see this? And it goes into the 10 horns. Again, this little Revelations breakdown. 10 horns, right? Being what? 10 supporting Edomite empires. Write these down, right? They support military, financially, and resourcefully. So resources, known as the 10 common markets. They're known as the 10 common markets, which is what? The European economical community. Number 1, Britain. Write it down, Britain. Number 2, Sweden. Number 3, Belgium. Britain, Sweden, Belgium. Number 4, Norway. Number 5, Brussels. Number 6, Denmark. Right?
What was after Norway?
After Norway is Brussels, which is the capital of Belgium. Right? Number 6 is Denmark. Number 7 is what? Luxembourg. They're all in the same area, right around Belgium, France, Germany. You have number 8, which is the Netherlands. These are the 10 common markets. Netherlands, Switzerland. And then you have France. These are the 10 common markets, aka the European economic community. But when you think about it, when you look at their news, come on, man, they're all supporters of America. Yep. Gay rights, that's cool. Let them have a parade, right? What you got?
You said they support the monetary and what else?
Monetarily, they support monetarily, military, through their military and through resources. Right? So not really power figures, like they're not a power figure, but they support what? In the back alleys, right? The back pages. We'll give our money, we'll give some military support. That's why if you're in the military and you start understanding and you start having these co-op operations, right? Co-op training, it's real. You'll see you start dealing with in Switzerland. You'll go to Norway, right? When I was in Korea, we had individuals from, I think it was Australia. They were around. There were some other nations that was there too. Yeah.
Yeah, me and Asa just had to go to that last week.
Right.
There's a bunch of Edomites from Switzerland.
Uh-huh.
It was in the, was it Switzerland not? It was in the Navy.
Yeah.
And they said they were here to conduct like training with the American Navy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they was talking to them.
Oh yeah, because why? Low key, we all together. We're gonna learn from each other. You know, especially out here, I think they have like a little NATO office. So you have multiple. Like my next door neighbor, he's from Turkey. He's from Turkey, but he's working here in America at NATO. You see that? There's somebody. It's funny. There's somebody from Argentina too. You remember they slid through the mall? They're from Argentina. But again, just showing forth what America's everywhere. America's almost like El Chapo. El Chapo had his dope everywhere. It was in Russia. It was in China. America was the first one to do this. Where do you think he learned it from? Y'all see this? But let's jump back to this Revelations. It says, so he carried me in the spirit in the wilderness, and I saw a woman, America, sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, which is representing the Edomite nation, full of the names of blasphemy. Y'all see this? Having 7 heads and 10 horns. Go ahead.
Verse 4.
Right.
And the woman was red and purple. And scarlet color. And decked with gold and precious stones.
Right.
And pearls.
But showing forth what? Their riches. Right? Their wealth that they stole. And we're going to get into that because that is another attribute of this beast, America. This regime is that they stole everything that they got. Yeah.
Does that purple, is that like symbolic for their rule?
Just royalty. Okay. Right? Royalty. I mean, they're in rulership. Right. So definitely, you know what I'm saying? It gives them a sense of royalty. Especially when it goes into what? It says arrayed in the purple, scarlet color, decked in gold, precious stones, pearls. Definitely. Rulership, royalty. Go ahead.
Having a golden cup in her hand.
Right.
Full of abominations. And filthiness of her fornication.
Right. And just showing forth what? This golden cup, right? This power showing that they took this by lies, cheating, murder, rape, and robbery. Y'all see this? And a lot of us, man, I think, like you said, that word desensitize is very heavy. Because a lot of us, when we read this, we're like, I don't feel it. I don't see your problem. But your ancestors does. Right? If your cousin or your sister, your brother was choked out by the police, I bet you would feel it. Y'all see this?
Right.
See, but it just shows the disconnect that Israel has with Israel.
Right.
Our people have been hung, slung, drugged, and tortured by this nation for years. Right? The natives have to walk from where? From one side of the country to the other side in the cold weather and snow. What you have, Pradesai?
So, pertaining to this scripture,
Uh-huh.
you know, going back to how our kings were, how we wore all the rules and stuff, is it just coming back and showing that this nation stole our ways too?
No, it's not our way. Well, they just...
Well, no, I mean, the royalty of, like, you know, the purple and scarlet.
Right, it shows their wealth. It shows their wealth. And we already know that the Most High did what? The Most High had to shut us down, right? To bring forth jealousy, right? In us. Why? Because our kingdom was given to who? To the nations. To Esau. He's in rulership now. So definitely. So the jewels, the scarlet color, I mean, that was us, you know? I wish I had my book up here about the crown jewels of Europe. But they got all that from us. Y'all see this? But it's still going into about what? Babylon, right? Keep reading. Verse 5. Yep.
And upon her forehead was a name written.
Yep.
Mystery Babylon, the great, the mother of harlots,
right,
and abominations of the earth.
Yeah, it says, and upon her forehead, her mind, right, what they've done. Babylon the great, confusion, the mother of harlots, right, and an abomination of the earth. So it's showing forth what? What is it showing forth about this nation? Number one is that, and upon her forehead was the name written, mystery, Babylon the great, which is going forth and showing confusion, the mother of harlots. Why? Because, come on, man, everybody that's attached to her, liars, they deceive, they're untrustworthy, right? But when you deal with the mother of harlots, this is going into what? The Roman Catholic Church and the things that they instituted, the lies, the deceit. Y'all see this? Which goes off to other different stems, denoting what? Christianity and tapping into what? The witchcraft. It's crazy how America brings all this together. Think about it, man. America is the one that's perpetrating and pushing forth witchcraft. Why do you think you got the Drake with the Molech, the owl, sacrificing? You got all these artists found in a house dead. This is America, man. America is doing what, man? Sacrificing people daily. But we were doing it in the past too. So it's nothing different. They're just continuing what they were doing in the past. Y'all see this? I know it's a little hard to understand. That's why we don't hit Revelations for y'all a lot. Right? But just showing forth what? Is that Babylon the Great is a nation that came about through lies and deceit. So what else did they do? Let's go to Jeremiah 12 and verse 4. Jeremiah chapter 12 and verse 4, because they came up and they stole. Going on this part about stealing, right? Going on about their philosophy and what they're doing to their own nation. Think about it. Esau don't even care about their own people. Even in the military, they're going to make it hard. You get your legs cut off, it's going to be hard for you to get that money. It's going to be hard for you to get the things that you need to get. Y'all see this? Come on. Whenever we had the pandemic, it was known that I think it was actually Sweden, right? That Sweden gave their nation, their people, the full payment of what they were getting paid at their jobs. But America did what? You get a portion. What's that? Yeah, you get a portion. It's all right. You get a portion of what America thinks that you can get. Y'all see this? Read where you at.
Jeremiah chapter 12 verse 4.
Yeah, Jeremiah chapter 12 and verse 4. Go ahead.
How long shall the land mourn?
Right, read it again.
How long shall the land mourn?
Due to who? Due to this beast. Due to Esau. Due to America. Due to all the nations connected to her. And look at the land. Come on, man. It's barren. It's a concrete jungle. You buy a house, they can take the house from you because why? You don't have the mineral rights. You don't have what's underneath. You don't have what was underneath the house, or obviously the ground. You don't have that in your possession. You just got the house. We need to move that. Y'all see this? Read it again.
How long shall the land mourn?
Think about that. The land itself is mourning too, because we even had dealing with our lands that what? On that 7th year, you're going to allow the land to rest. Right. Think about that. I think it was the 7th year, right? The 7th year, you're going to allow the land to rest. Man, listen, Esau going to beat the ground till it's nothing. That's why they have to bring forth GMO, genetically modified organisms. Y'all see this? I hope the topic's not over your head, because it should be right there. You should be feeling and understanding why there has to be a new world order, man. Come on, think about relationships. Think about our people and their spirit. We're beat down. We don't know what's right. You got kids against their parents, parents against the kids, right? You can't even go out to the grocery store. Somebody looking at you weird. People saying weird things. The whole world is in a disarray. Are you satisfied? Brothers and sisters online, are you satisfied in where you're living? Huh? Are you satisfied even with your spirit that you in? What you learned. Think about all the things, all the vices that we learned from the world and how they are almost like clothing for us now. They stay with us. How do you like that? America gave you that mentality. America inseminated their thought process within you. You see that? That's why a lot of people like being gay. That's not too bad. That's their choice. Man, that's against nature. And not understanding what spirit it bears within you. But again, it says the what?
How long shall the land mourn?
Read.
And the herbs of every field wither.
And the what?
And the herbs of every field wither.
Read.
For the wickedness of them that dwell therein.
Think about it, because America has done a disservice to this land. What you got, LaShawn?
How did you know?
I saw you thinking.
I was just thinking how
Damn.
they was putting everybody in jail for crack and...
Pass me the mic out.
I was thinking how they were putting everybody in jail for crack, weed,
right?
Even small stuff, but they were selling mojo in the liquor store and it was okay. And like,
they were selling what?
Mojo.
What's that?
It's a synthetic weed.
Oh, okay.
It's like incense, but they...
Right, I remember when that came out. That was, what else they call that? That was,
Mojo.
Nah, it was before the K2. What was it called? No, it's called Spice. There it is.
Yeah, it's okay to go buy that in any liquor store. And I had a friend that smoked it and it was right, and then 2 days ago he hung himself because his brain couldn't.
Oh, so he smoked the mojo and then killed himself.
Somebody gave him mojo.
And he didn't know it.
He didn't know at first.
That was a blunt.
It made his mind. He tripped out.
Dang.
So for years he was talking to himself.
Right.
I mean, he was just so tired of living. He went on ahead and hung himself.
Dang. I believe it. The pains, right?
Yeah.
The inconsistencies of life, the lack of love and care around him. Come on, America makes our people so dry. We have no love.
They made it easy for them to get it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
And mostly all the foreigner people who are, like the Arabs and stuff, they were selling it to us, and our people was gonna smoke it.
Right.
And that's why half of us, not me of course, but that's why half our people lost their mind. Because they tried it and they never got back right. And now this man is dead. He tried coming to class in the back room. I sent you the picture.
Right.
I mean, he was around us, so we knew him. We were close to him. And he just hung himself because he couldn't take the mind trip he kept going through.
Right. Yeah. The horrors. I was in Rochester, went to a store, and it's like common for Rochester, and who owns the stores? Elam, right? Or Ishmael. Actually, Ishmael. Ishmael owns it because they're what are they? They're
Yemen.
Yemen. They're from Yemen, right? But in the stores, they got packages that you can pack up your dope, your weed, your cocaine. They got your they got the cut. You can even cut your dope get the product to cut your dope from the store. I couldn't believe it when I took pictures of it. I said they should be ashamed of themselves, man. I could not believe that, but I do though. Why? Because that's what America wants to do to us, to continue to defile us. And we're going to get into it though. We got to do at the beginning. But keep reading. It says, for the wickedness of them that dwelleth therein. Go ahead.
The beasts are consumed.
The what?
The beasts are consumed.
Go ahead.
And the birds, because they said, he shall not see our last end.
You see that? The beasts are consumed and the birds. Come on, the land is mourning. The animals is mourning. You see him coming out, armadillos all on the road. Why? Esau taking over everything. He has no respect for nothing. Not even animals. What you got, Nazé?
Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 4.
Right. And dealing with Jeremiah was still in a time of what? What captivity was Jeremiah in? Raise your hand if you know. What captivity was Jeremiah? Because he wasn't in the kingdom. When he's talking about how long shall the land mourn. He was amongst the nation that were beasts even at that time. What nation was it? Yes. No. Good one. What nation were they underneath? What nation was Jeremiah? Jeremiah was under the rule. He was under the rule of Zedekiah, right? He was the last king of Judah, right? What nation? Babylon. He was under the Babylon captivity. Ezekiel, Babylon captivity. The same spirit that's on America. That's why it says Babylon, the great whore. It's the same spirit. The same ideology. But he was feeling it back then. Y'all see this? From there, go to Psalms 2 and 1. Psalms chapter 2 and verse 1. I know it's a different tempo. I know it's a different type of vibe, but we have to understand what we're really underneath and look at what we're really looking at. Stop. What's that movie with the shades? The dude, when he put on the shades, he saw the reality, what it was. It's called what movie is that? And when he took it off, the old school movie in the 80s. Yeah, what's that movie? They See. What was it? Who is that? What movie was that, man? A lot of us aren't really looking at life like we allow our mind to create a fictitious reality for ourselves. It's a defense mechanism, I believe, and I understand it. We want to make ourselves feel comfortable and relaxed in this demonic nation. Yeah, they live. There it is. Get up some pictures of They Live. They Live. If you mind, I'm going to want to. They live. It's because we live life like that. But the prophets, the apostles, they knew that this wasn't life. I don't know if it's only me. I know it's not only me. I don't want to stay here forever. You see this? I don't want to have to keep paying these tolls I got to go through. These red light cameras that they just snuck up on us. Like, come on, man. The light is yellow, man. Why you got my tag on? It's yellow. They trying to get money any kind of way. Right? You got to get a fishing permit to get food. Are you serious? Right? There's another thing dealing with water. If you have a certain amount of rainwater that goes on your property and drains off, you got to pay for the drainage of the water. It's like, how does that work? I can't affect the rain and how it comes down. Now I got to pay it? That's crazy, man. It's crazy. Right? Think about it. We got to pay for water. Like, who created the water? Esau, you didn't even create the water, but you're going to do what? Oh, it's in your hands now? You can do what you want? Water? Are you serious? Listen, don't worry about the energy. I'm going to just put some what do they call it? Solar panels on top. They'll sue you for that. You can't even put solar panels up in some areas. Come on, man. This ain't life. The rent we pay, we're bending backwards to pay rent. Rent, lights, food, gas, insurance. He don't know how to get you. They give you $1,000 and they take back $999. You broke. You come up in tax season. They're like, yeah, man, I got it. Yeah, all right. Your iPhone automatically just break down. Are you serious? The iPhone, they know how to do these phones, man. Y'all see this? Come on, man. This ain't life. That's why there has to be a new world order, man. There has to be another regime to bring forth peace and prosperity. There's too much pain out here, man. There's too much confusion. You got our people, you got kids trying to reach their father. Oh, you know, Christ loves everybody. Okay. Confusion. Show me that in the scriptures. We need truth in these streets, man. Not lies and deceit and deception. Right? We need an understanding how women are supposed to roll and an understanding how men are supposed to roll on a big scale. Not just a few, but it starts with a few. I understand it. But we got to understand that, like we just went through, right? These 7 heads, these 10 horns, they got to go. Their collaboration in trying to bring forth their doctrine needs to be destroyed. Read where you at.
Psalm chapter 2 verse 1.
Okay, so a little bit louder, a little bit more energy. Go ahead.
Why do the heathen rage?
Why do the what?
The heathen rage.
That's the question. Why do y'all think? Why does the heathen rage, y'all? Why does Esau, Why do the Arabians, Ishmael, Moab, why do they rage? The Hamites, why do they act the way that they do? Why do they treat us in the way that they treat us? Yeah.
I believe the scriptures say not every nation has counsel.
Okay, yeah.
Like we have, so they ain't got nothing to really scourge their mind.
Right.
On the action they want to make. You know, or nothing to really calm them down is really stable.
Right.
You know, so.
Yeah, I like that you said calm down, because when you deal with this word rage, it goes into tumultuous, right? It's a definition in rage is tumultuous, which means what? Violent. These individuals are very violent. You see that? They're very disrespectful. They call black folks here akata, right? Like, come on, man. We've been beat down. These Nigerians, akata, they're living their best life, man. These cats is living in Nigeria. Come on, they got a lot of wealth, and especially coming here to America. There's more African food stores here in America than there are Israelite food stores. Now, I don't know if they can beat us with the food trucks in Houston and Texas, but for the most part, they got big businesses, man. They got oil companies. I know a Hamite that's in Houston that has his own oil reserve, man. I can't believe it. We can barely get pension. We can barely get a raise, man. Right? You get paid $14 an hour, man. Your rate stays, but your rent goes up.
Right.
They do a couple commodity improvements, right? We done painted the front of the building. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Why are you raising my rent? Right? They got a new landscaper rather than they uncle doing it. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Why you raise my rent? Bro, they stealing. They like to oppress and vex. But we don't feel it right. We just got to go along with it. Come on, man. If I was y'all, I would do what? What is it? What's the program?
The Virginia rent relief.
Yeah, you better try to get some rent relief, y'all. You better try to get some rent relief. Make them pay for that, man. Come on, man. They need to pay for that. We got a lot of unpaid bills. We got a lot of unpaid checks, unsigned checks that they haven't sent to us, man. They owe us some tributary.
Right.
But it says, why does the heathen range? Read.
And the people imagine a vain thing.
Read.
The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsels together.
You see that? These rulers set themselves up to do what? Purposely to, listen, make Israel fall, man. Purposely to get us off the right track. That's why they give you these old boo-boo rappers. Like, there's somebody coming out here to Virginia, Polo G. What's his name?
Polo G.
Polo who?
Playboy Cardi.
I don't know Playboy Cardi. It's Polo something. I think it's Polo G.
Polo G.
But yeah, Polo G. I don't know if he gay or what, or just slow. Yeah, but he coming out here like he really gonna be top dollar, man. That's who they give us. They give us Polo G to really listen to the music. Who's the other guy? Yeah, you said Party Boy. What's his name? Playboy Cardi. Playboy who? Playboy Cardi. Look at the Polo G. Look at this dude, man. He look like my damn niece. My niece look like him. That's fact. She look just like him too, boy. Same facial structure. Right? You just got the neck tattoo. Playboy Cardi. Now you got Kevin Gates, man. They pacify us with Kevin Gates. He done lost his mind. Tight pants, got his little, I don't know what he's doing with the indigenous flower in it, the falcon flower in his head. Falcon feather. What's going on with him, man? He's sick. But these are the people that they're giving us, man. You got the other YNG Melly, he's locked up, right? He look like a lunatic. Yeah. Who allow these men to really, this is what they're giving our kids to educate them, man.
Right.
The movies that they give us, these old boo-boo movies, man. We get the Cardi B's, we get these old fake bodies. We get, what's his name? You know the guy from the, we were just talking about him the other day. What's his name? No, not ESCG, the other gay guy. He's gay, Come on, guys. Yeah, the little skinny guy. Nas X. Come on, y'all. I need help, man. Y'all ain't here. Y'all ain't thinking. I'm the only one thinking. Nas X. Yeah, put the pregnant picture of him, man. This is what they do. Look at this. Look at this nigga, man. Look at this Negro. I ride my Jeep. I know you would. Look at this guy, man. Like they're setting up these things for us, man. You ask your kids about lunch, they come home, their stomach is hurting. That's why y'all gotta pack your food, man. Pack your food. They putting all these horrible just ingredients in the food, man, make you dumber. You trying to learn, your brain just being calcified down. Right? They talking about you drinking milk. Nothing wrong with milk, but we do the coconut, man. Coconut milk? Almond milk? Yeah, almond, same thing. Your prerogative. Right? Coconut, almond. Huh? Goat?
It's so different.
What?
Almond and coconut.
What, is it a little sweeter or what?
I think coconut just tastes weird.
Okay, coconut's a little weird. Yeah, it's a little watery.
Yeah.
A little weird, yep. But still, again, the schools are, the information that they're giving. But again, it says that the heathen race, go ahead.
Against the Lord. And against his anointed, saying, let us break their hands asunder.
Y'all see that? Let us break their hands. Let's make them weak, man. Let's make these individuals look foolish. They got blacks looking foolish. And Samar just said, I know, yeah, I seen him. He literally named murder. He got a song literally named Murder on My Mind. Yeah, that's why he locked up right now, you big dummy. He's a dummy. And he's talking about, I'm going to get acquitted. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they'll let you go, man. Right? It says, read that again.
Against us, let us break their bands asunder.
What verse you at?
Verse 3.
No, that's it on that. But verse 2, it says, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, right? Go to Micah 2 and 1. Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. We got to see we're under a power that don't care for you. That's why a lot of sisters, a lot of brothers, y'all got to stop giving your spirit unto the devices that they give you. Stop it. Y'all on Facebook like that's really cool. You getting hit with all the ads, just getting programmed, don't even know it. You see that? Your Instagram finger is ready, man. That thumb ready. You do it on your thumb, right? Oh yeah. You got that nice hand position like this and just slide. That thing be moving, man. You don't even like, share, nothing. You just be looking. But that's what's in your mind. You're getting programmed. Think about if you looked at Instagram as much as you looked at the Bible, or you looked at the Bible as much as you looked at Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. How much more soaking of the word that you'll have? How much more, what's the word I want to use? How much more retaining of the Bible that you would have? Like I said, a lot of these, they're very interesting facts. Jeremiah, what prophets were around at the same time? Because there's a lot of prophets around during the time of Babylon captivity. The kings that were there, Jeconiah, right? Like you said, what was his name? Zedekiah. Got his eyes poked out, right? Come on. Then the time frame of these guys, Jeremiah was right there, trying to get to Jeconiah. Jeconiah. He was trying to get through to him, right? There's a lot of information that we have, but these counselors, these high echelon counselors are doing what? They want your demise. They want your little kids to be boo-boo, right? They don't care about them. They want us to cease to exist off the earth. But what do? That Micah 2 and 1. Read it.
Micah chapter 2 verse 1.
Go ahead. I'm going to say this. If y'all got anything y'all want to put in, say, a thought process, something that you think is weird and strange that the nation likes to do, say it. Go ahead.
Woe to them that devise iniquity.
Go ahead.
And work evil upon their beds.
And do what?
And work evil upon their beds.
These individuals, like you sleep and meditate on the Lord, right? These individuals sleep and meditate about wickedness. How can I make Basua get weaker and weaker? Right? How can I have Rakamah separate from her husband? Y'all see this? Oh, come on. They plotting and planning. How can I make the man more weaker? How can I influence his mind? He won't be a leader anymore. He's just a follower. Y'all see this? This is what they do. They devise mischief on their bed. Go ahead.
When the morning is light, they practice it.
They do what?
When the morning is light, they practice it.
We have to understand what this nation's been doing through the ages. Come on, man. All these different policies that they change, these voting acts that they bring forth, right? They're doing it purposely. Go ahead.
Because it is in the power of their hands.
Read.
And they covet fields, and take them by violence.
They do what?
And take them by violence.
It says they covet fields. And this is one thing America's done. Covet fields. Covet America. America was indigenous to who? Y'all whispering. I can't hear you. A stuttering. One or two. Hands up. Was it? Yeah.
The tribe of Gad and the tribe of
Reuben. The Native Americans. Right? The Seminole Indians and the Native Americans. This was their land. But what did they do? They coveted. Let me get that from you. Let me give you some smallpox. Like, think about it. Think about what they did. Let me give you smallpox and die slow. You don't think they're doing that now? What are they giving us now to make us die slow? All the medication, all the aspirin, and now it's found out that the aspirin gives you what? Tumors, blood clots. What you got?
Say, with the Native Americans, they put us on reservations.
Yeah, put you on reservations.
They put bars there for us to drink more.
How many bars is on a reservation?
There's about, on our reservation, there's about 4 of them.
So you got 4. So this what tribe you from? No, like literally, what tribe you from?
Yeah.
I know Gad. What? Okay, so say it clearly. You're what?
Huh?
No, what tribe?
Laguna.
Okay, you Pueblos. Why y'all? What's wrong with y'all? You're Pueblo. You're from the Pueblo tribe. Right. Yes, you're from Laguna, but you're Pueblo. Right. So, question. So Laguna and there's other Pueblo tribes outside of Laguna.
Yeah, there's about several tribes in New Mexico. So, well, more than several tribes because.
No, I know that. I'm talking about Pueblo though.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pueblo tribes in New Mexico because it's Pueblo all around New Mexico.
Right.
When you go into Gallup, it's more Navajo.
Oh yeah, Gallup. I'm right through Gallup. Yate Hatish Banana to my brothers and sisters.
But going back to what I was saying,
I'm going there, right?
They put us on the reservations, and
right.
back then they put us in boarding schools to strip us from our culture.
Right.
Our hair. One morning we were watching the news, and they're finally doing an investigation on the boarding schools that the Native Americans attended because they found out that they were killing us.
A little bit closer.
They were killing us and burying us behind the schools, the boarding schools.
Hold on. So they were killing students.
They were killing Native Americans at the boarding schools. There was one Native American guy that came on the news and said that he didn't want to cut his hair. So what the nun did was use his hair as a chalkboard eraser to erase the board.
Wow. Oh dang.
So
what year was this?
This was like many years ago.
Yeah, but so you're saying that, and again, we're just seeing the spirit and the mind state of this nation and their people, right? And that you said that they were killing Native Americans at boarding schools.
Right.
Was there a reason, or was this your asses?
They just didn't want to follow the white man's way. So,
okay.
And they would rape us. The interview that they were doing, he was explaining what they would do.
Right.
He said that he even watched his brother. They told him they made him eat his own vomit in front of his brother.
Y'all hear this, man? Y'all see why they doesn't need an N.W.O? Thank you. Now people waking up. New world order. They had natives eating their own vomit. Let's get deeper. What else? You got something else on that? No, that's on point though. Because why? Go ahead and watch Goodbye Uncle Tom. They made our people put corks in their butt so that they wouldn't have diarrhea when they was on the ship and get other slaves sick. It would throw them off the ship. Come on, man. I should have brought my... Oh, I did bring it. Let's get a piece of that, man. Let's get a bar of that. Huh? Let's get a bar about coveting fields. Who raised your hand? What you got, LaShawn?
They also started whitewashing us.
Right.
And the darker Native Americans, they kind of like pushed us, like in Louisiana.
Right.
What they did was they labeled us as black.
Oh, because you Gad, right?
Yes, they stripped everything from us and gave us the label black.
Right.
You know, they took everything. When you say they stripped things, there's a lot of things they did to Native Americans in Louisiana,
right,
and Florida. But they basically took the little identity that we had, and now they just say we're black.
Oh yeah.
The darker Native Americans.
Yep. And that's why we're about to hit this right now. Just on the scripture. It says, finish that off from the top again.
Micah chapter 2 verse 2.
Right.
And they covet fields.
They do what?
And they covet fields.
Go ahead.
And take them by violence.
Read.
And houses. And take them away.
You see that? But that's what they do. They take them away. They put you on reservations. We're going to put you on pop-up houses. Right? We're going to give you a little brewski. Get you a little peyote. You know, calm your nerves down. It's all right. Little snacks here. Right? Put you on a little pond. Put a pond right there. Put catfish. Know it's defiled. Right? Go ahead.
So they oppress a man in his house.
They oppress a man because a man can't now do what? Provide. Because he's in chains. Right? What else? Read. Just like you said. What else?
Even a man and his heritage.
And his what?
Even a man and his heritage.
Why? Because you can't even really now facilitate your heritage because you don't know who you are. You've been bound up all these years.
Right.
You've been taken away from your land. Taken away from your nationality. What you have to say,
that's a different point, but just on the point you touching on right now.
Right.
I was just watching that Gladiator movie earlier.
And
just seeing how they was taking all these slaves and throwing them back in the Roman time,
right?
Up in Rome, how they were throwing them in this gladiator arena and taking them from their own heritage and having them fight for their freedom.
Right.
You know, just showing you how they was doing, basically taking men from their heritages.
Oh yeah, listen, snatching them up. We're gonna put you on a new clothing, right? But it says that they covered fields. Check this out. And actually, you know what? We'll keep going. Go to Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Because that's why this nation has to be slaughtered, has to be destroyed.
Right.
There will be a new world order, but that's the patience. That's what we should be expecting and hoping for. That's why I don't care about this nation. I'm not voting for nothing.
Right.
You can send me a voter card, thank you, but no thank you. Right? It's okay. I don't need the jab. I'm all right. Right? I've been working on my health, intermittent fasting, right? Trying to get on some more zinc, potassium, magnesium. These are minerals that you need if you're on intermediate fasting, just to let you know. I need to get on it too, a little bit more, but still, I'm good, man. I don't need the trickery from the enemy, because that's all they do. They're trying to trick us. So what? They can just numb us up. They already tried to castrate black men, right? In slavery. They try to pull the ovaries out of women, right? They try to give you the O-ring for, what is it, birth control, right? But it's messing up all your insides. Y'all see this? Come on, man. They give you weed, but you know it's laced. Like you said, now you're freaking out. You know, you're bugged out. Put a little cocaine on it. Or they said now they're putting fentanyl on it, right? They're giving us fentanyl weed, man. Come on, man. They're trying to make our people more docile, more passive, more slow. Not active in the brain. This regime has caused hurt and pain for a lot of families, man. Think about your families, man, and all the heartache of gang banging, the heartache of individuals that's prideful. We were never like that, man. We were never disrespectful to our parents. We were never, even disrespectful to our family members. Yes, I know we had problems, but that wasn't the main thing or a big problem for us. Y'all see this? Americans did a bad service to the black, Hispanic, and Native American. I really can't stand this country. It's just horrible. It is. What do you not like about it, Dorothy? What irks your bones? Where you at?
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5.
I want you to put that in the text. Put it in the text, Miss Dorothy. But we're at Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. Go ahead.
Yea, also, because he transgressed.
I need you a little bit louder.
Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man.
He does what?
He transgresseth by wine.
Right.
He is a proud man.
Y'all see this? Transgresses by wine, which is what? His influence. Right. It's like anybody, man. When you start getting individuals to follow you, it's going to do what? It's going to tickle your fancy. But it says, I need y'all to control him. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. And that is America. But what does he do? Read.
Neither keepeth at home.
Neither what?
Neither keepeth at home.
That's how you know. That's the white man. He don't keep at home. That's why it says Babylon, the great whore that's on many waters. Right. He and she is everywhere to conquer. You go down to Okinawa. He's been there. He ran through it. Okinawa is in bad shape. America has, listen, the Okinawans act like Jake. Shit, you can't tell me that. Like, hold on, you're not even black. You can look up videos on YouTube. You got Okinawan girls trying to be like sisters. Got the fake extensions, getting the tan. They in the club tooting it and booting it. Because they think that's where it's at. You see that? They prideful. They got to wear the Jordans. You know that. Got to wear the Jordans. Got the apple bottom jeans. Right? Come on, man. He's on many waters. But what you have, Bakar?
No, just made me think about how there's an embassy.
Yeah.
Also a U.S. embassy and a U.S. military base almost in every continent.
Look at that. Look up how many embassies there are. How many embassies in the world? U.S. embassies in the world. No, but go ahead though.
Nah, that's good.
Yeah, think about that. Let's get the number real quick of how many U.S. embassies, and then I want to see how many Ishmael embassies there are. 307. There's 307 embassies around the world. Y'all see this? Come on. This monster is everywhere. This monster is intruding, yeah.
What is the embassy?
An embassy is a building. You can look up the definition, but an embassy is a building. Let's say for America, they have an embassy in Japan, which is a building where they can do their services or their. It's basically like a piece of America on their soil, to where they have their, again, whatever laws and statutes they want to put and have dealing in that country. They have their own building. So an embassy is what?
An embassy is the headquarters for U.S. government.
Right.
Representatives serving in a foreign country.
You see that? So if you're a representative in a foreign country, you have a building where you're safe at. So at your embassy, your laws and regulations from your country still abide in that building. Y'all see that? That's why a lot of times when they used to attack embassies, that was a move of war, because you basically touched American soil. You see that? What else they got on it?
It says the group of people who officially represent their country,
right,
foreign country, or the building they work in.
Right. Yeah, Dorothy Brand said the hypocrisy, the legalized extortion, right? The oppression and non-stop wars, just to name a few. They're the ultimate terrorists. Right. Embassies and military bases all over the place under this guise of protection. Yeah, I don't know if that under the guise of protection. But where you at,
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5.
Go ahead.
Who enlarges his desire as hell.
Give me another reader, You a little light? I need somebody stronger. Read where you at from the side.
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5.
Go ahead.
Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
Right.
He is a proud man.
He's a proud man. Read.
Neither keepeth thou hold.
That's why you can't tell Esau nothing, man. You know how he's so proud is funny. We seen a video. It was about what was it? I think it was about somebody giving up information. Did we watch that? The astronaut. She was giving up information about not hitting the moon or something like that.
Right.
I think she was saying they didn't make it to the moon, but she was at the podium like this, like fading away. And the person around her, they were smiling at her like, yeah, I told you, Becky, to stop it. I told you, Becky. What you have?
She was talking about her alien encounters.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. She was talking about she was about the chariots. She's seen chariots, I believe. Yeah.
So I just did a little quick research.
Right.
There's 195 countries in the world today, right?
There's 195 countries in the world. Go ahead.
Right. So this is from AlJazeera.com. As of September 10, 2021. The U.S. controls about 750 bases in at least 80 countries.
Right.
There's 185 countries. America has almost half the world populated.
Right.
Their military.
Come on, man.
That's crazy.
If it ain't him, who is he? Who is he?
And then it says, and spends more on his military than the next 10 countries combined.
Oh yeah. Look at that. They do what?
They spend more on their military than the next 10 countries combined.
Why? Because they're trying to prepare for what? This new world order. That's for another class. They can't withstand or fight against Christ. And I'm talking about Black Jesus and his crew. 200 million angels is coming. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I can't wait, man, because what happens? It says they enlarge. They keep it not at home. Go ahead.
Who enlarges his desire as hell.
You hear that? He enlarges his desire as hell. He's trying to destroy everything, and he will on his path. He only has a certain amount of time. Satan has a certain amount of time. And now his what? His physical counterpart, which is Esau, is doing the work of Satan to deceive, to continue to influence on the negative side. That's why y'all got to fight against this Edomite mentality. The Edomite mind frame. I'm not going to talk. I can't communicate because it's too much for me. No, God says communicate with such sacrifices the Most High is well pleased.
Right.
Stop doing this feeling like I don't feel like I'm heard. Nigga, you better. You are heard. We are all that we have, Israel. Why is there so much issues in the household? Esau planted that there. Y'all see this? Esau planted those issues. He planted those thought processes that you have. Those European mentalities. Y'all see this? That's why Esau has to go. He enlarges his desire as hell. Go ahead.
And is as deaf.
Yeah.
And cannot be satisfied.
You see that he's as deaf. Read.
But gathered unto him.
And cannot be satisfied. But a lot of us have that within us. We're not even satisfied. Because we want more and more and more and more and more. Y'all see this? That's why, man, come on. We got to be able to fight for something. We're fighting against this atrocity of this individual, man. Just what you got, LaShawn?
No, I was just thinking, like in the 80s in California,
right?
In Baldwin Village, they had.
You go pass it that mic.
In the 80s, I lived in Baldwin Village.
Right.
And I know you guys probably think this is crazy, or far-fetched, but they left a truck with guns.
No, I believe it.
And you got a hold to it. I mean, and then they sat there and they planned everything. Everything was slowly done.
Oh yeah, they said that out in Chicago as well.
Right. Yeah.
And then they see it, we see it, but we ignore it.
Right.
It's like, how could you not see what's going on?
Listen, we had in Houston, right? So in Texas, I grew up with a lot of Hispanics, Issachar, right? So I dealt with a lot of gangs. There was Miami was out there. They had Northwest Jokers, right? Soreños. But these cats were so elusive and so invasive or inventive is that they robbed a train. But the train had grenades on it. The train had all these different things. How the hell you get a grenade? How the hell you get these AKs and all these? I remember when in Louisiana they were selling AKs for like $200, $150 for an AK. I was like, shoot, I mean, give me one. It was for the low, but why? I remember in Mississippi at Walmart, they were selling M16s. I couldn't believe it. No, it wasn't M16s. It was not M4s. They were in the same range as that assault rifle, but they were selling them for the low. And I was like, I can't believe this, and they went out of stock. But I believe it though. Why? Because they're trying to set us up for failure. You see that? They want us to continually kill each other because they can't do it naturally. They can't do it through their power, so they're trying to do it in all these different ways. They created the Crip and the Bloods. They bring in COINTELPRO now in certain bodies to bring forth division. That's why y'all got to be very mindful, and y'all got to go watch that COINTELPRO that Kazaki did on the Hidden Truth Bible Show. Y'all see this? But why? It's because a lot of us sometimes, whenever we have the spirit of the enemy within us, you're almost acting as what? As a COINTELPRO. You're trying to divide what the Most High is trying to bring forth. Your negativity and your selfishness is causing what? Your people to slowly but surely be brought apart. But that's the plan of this beast.
Right.
He devised it. Y'all heard about the Willie Lynch letters, right?
Yeah.
There's so much more that he's done mentally to us. The movies that he's given us, right? Come on, man. We got to be alert and aware of this enemy. Yeah.
That movie thing is so underrated.
Hey, if you don't mind, can you try to get that down?
The way that they subliminally target, to try to keep our people in this violent hatred march with each other, like
right.
I mean, Scarface. You look at Scarface, like when that came out,
right?
What that did to the black and Latino neighborhood.
Right.
Everybody wanted to be Tony Montana.
Yep.
Then you got Menace. When Menace came out,
right.
Everybody wanted to be O-Dog.
Right.
And everybody wanted to be this heartless killer with just vain props in the hood. But who were they killing? They weren't killing their oppressors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They wasn't selling drugs to the people that victimize and brutalize their oppressors.
Yep.
No, they was victimizing, brutalizing their own people. You know what I mean? And it wasn't us bringing cocaine into the neighborhood.
Right.
It wasn't flying.
That was Ronald Reagan talking about the war against drugs. Man, cracker, please. It is you. You're the one facilitating that channel, right? And Freeway Ricky Ross had to do what? Take the downfall. But they didn't get, I think it was Blandone. His name was Blandone. Y'all can look him up. Blandone went free. Blandone was the connect from, I believe it was Nicaragua or whatever he was at, bringing forth the dope. Come on, man. They had FBI files on. It was a good show. It's called on Netflix. It's No. Snowfall's a good show, but there's another one because there's a book called The Dark Alliance, right? I read this in Japan. It's The Dark Alliance, right? But The Dark Alliance, but it goes into about how the government allowed the sale of Yeah, Dark Alliance by Gary Webb. But they made a Netflix movie about him. And the Netflix show on... Oh, it says Kill the Messenger. Or Kill the Messenger. Kill the Messenger is a show on Netflix where they show forth Gary Webb and his story about what you just talked about. But it shows how what? This monster is continually trying to do what? Trying to enlarge his what? His home is hell. And as of death, can't be satisfied. Read.
But gathereth unto him all nations. Read. And heapeth unto him all people.
He wants everybody to come with him. Be like me. We're free. We got all the money. Why do you think so many homosexuals is rich? The gay community got dough. These niggas being designer. I'm like, oh my goodness. All the Dior. He got the matching set. Nigga sweet as hell with a pocketbook. Pocketbook. But I understand it. Why? Because if you want to be successful in this world, you're going to have to toot it and boot it, man. Like Shamara said, you're going to have to shake a little tail feather, man. You see that? Read.
Verse 6. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6.
Right.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him?
Read.
And a taunting proverb against him?
Go ahead.
And say, woe to him that is preaching that which is not his.
You see that? But the thing about it is that it's reverse psychology dealing with Americas, because now it's coming back towards them because our eyes are opening. We're starting to see, it's like, hold on. You're going about doing these things real slimy like. You seem real goonish on how you're trying to get this property. Like, for example, when you deal with the Gullah Gullah, right? The, what do they call them? The Geechee. Where they took their properties, right? They swindled them to sell their properties, and come on, man, they're making condos on their land, right? But this is what they do. Read.
How long? And to him that laid it
right
himself with thick clay.
Go ahead.
Shall he not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them?
Right, and booties means like let's go into that. That's like tribute. Where we at? That's Habakkuk.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 7.
Yeah, booties is tribute. You're gonna be asked tribute now. Booties. 7. Right? Booties. Yeah. Spoil. Right? So spoil. You're gonna be as spoiled. And that's what's gonna have to happen to him, man. He don't understand. Go to Galatians. Go to Galatians 6 and verse 4, I believe, right? Go to Galatians chapter 6 and verse 4, because that's how they took all of our riches, all of our gold. They was down in Puerto Rico, the Puerto riches, and they did what? They stole, robbed, and killed, and had no remorse, man. No remorse. No remorse. Go to Ephesians 6 and verse 7. Yep. Yeah. Oh, my apologies. Galatians 6 and 7. My apologies. Yeah, my page is Ephesians on that page. Go ahead.
Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7.
Read.
Be not deceived. God is not mocked.
Right.
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Y'all see that? That's why Esau now is going to have to be what? He going to pay tribute. He going to be booties to somebody. He going to be spoiled. He going to have to give it up. All the jewelry, all the nice cars, just like he stole from Saddam, right? He killed Gaddafi. Gaddafi had a lot of things going on. Gaddafi was going to make his own currency backed up by gold. Gaddafi was giving loans to his people with no interest rate. Gaddafi was coming up with a whole new car line. America said, oh no, we can't have that. They got a little spooked. So what did they have to do? We got to send in ISIS, man. We got to send in ISIS, right? Like the Mandarin, the fake terrorist on Iron Man 3. You remember that? You remember that? Oh, you got to watch that, man. They put it right in front of your face. Mandarin was a fake terrorist that was doing all these different acts, right? And come to know he was an actor at the end.
That's kind of like the Purge.
What? Oh.
See the like the one before the last?
No.
Where they sent in the fake militia?
Oh, no, I didn't see that one.
Killing them? And then it stirred up everybody else to start killing each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There it is. I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
But still, is that he sold all of this hurt and harm, and that's to come right back to him. And it's sad that y'all just came in, but all these other nations too have to get touched. Belgium, Sweden, Norway, Brussels, France, Switzerland, Netherlands, Denmark, Luxembourg. These are all empire nations, man. They're all Edomite nations, right? Go back to the Habakkuk. Go back to the Habakkuk 2 and verse 8.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 8.
Right?
Because thou hast spoiled many nations.
Right?
All the women of the people shall spoil thee.
Think about that. Listen, this is from the brief account of the destruction of the Indies, page 19. Going in about Jamaica, right? St. John. In the year of 1509, the Spaniards sailed to the islands of St. John and Jamaica. It says, with the same purpose and design they proposed to themselves in the Isles of Hispaniola, which is Dominican Republic, which was to kill, take the land, murder, massacre, right? Right? It says with the same purposes, pertaining innumerable robberies and villainies as before. Check this out. It says, whereunto they added unheard of cruelties by murdering, burning, roasting, and exposing men to be torn to pieces by dogs, and finally by afflicting and harassing them with unexampled oppressions and torments in the minds. They spoiled and unpeopled this country of these innocents. Right? That's why they're going to be a spoil. But check this out. These two isles, which is St. John and Jamaica, containing 600,000 at least, thought at this day there are scarce 200 men to be found in either of them. So you mean to tell me they killed 500,000 individuals? Y'all see this? I don't know if y'all hearing me, but they killed 500,000 people just on St. John and Jamaica in the year 15. Well, it was during the time, but in the time of 1509, there was only 200 men. You see that? The remainder perished. It says the remainder perishing without the knowledge of Christian faith or sacrament. What they're showing this is that they weren't able to give the gospel to them. But still, these nations, the Spaniards did what? Which in the Spanish is what? One of the seven heads. When you go back to Revelations. That's why they moved in this ill way. Right? Finish off where you're at. Let's finish it. Dang, that's a lot more. Go ahead.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 8.
Yeah.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations,
right?
All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Read.
Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land,
right?
Of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
Go ahead.
Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness.
Yeah, and that's what he did. An evil covetousness. He wanted something that wasn't his, but went forth and got it evilly, killing. Right? Go to Ezekiel 22:29. That was about the land. How much more the people? Killing the people. Ezekiel 22 and 29. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 29.
Read.
The people of the land have used oppression.
Right?
And exercised robbery.
That's what happens. The people of this land use oppression. That's why a lot of us do what? We working like slaves, like you said, LaShawn. Come on, they don't care. They're going to work you hard and they're going to give you not even what you're worth. You see that? And then if you work double time, yeah, you don't get double time. Was it time and a half? Come on, man. They could be given a lot more.
Right.
But it says that they use oppression. They exercise robbery. Read.
And have vexed the poor.
Read.
And needy.
Read.
Yea, they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully.
You see that? They oppressed the stranger. Because we already knew the law of what? How to deal with strangers, how to deal with people. Deuteronomy 28 verse 50. The reason why this nation, this regime, right, the seven heads, the 10 horns, the European Economic Community have to go down is because they don't care about you. They don't care about righteousness. They don't care about respect. They don't care about the laws of the Most High. All they care about is continually funneling their pocket with money and doing their devilish practices on the low. Right? I need me a little 2-year-old baby. Bring him over here. Let me scare him. Let me kill him. Let me suck that blood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. What do they call it? They call that Yeah, adrenochrome. Yeah. Right? It goes deep. But read where you at.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 50.
Good job of letting him get it, Doc. The water.
A nation of fierce countenance.
Right?
Which shall not regard the person of the old.
And what? Read.
Nor show favor to the young.
Y'all see that? He don't care about the old, young. He'll kill anybody. That's why he kills kids. Tamir Rice. He had a squirt gun. And he got knocked down. But you got a man with smoke coming out of his vehicle. You don't know what he got going on. You pulled him out. Are you serious? We just seen a video of Esau tussling with Esau in the car. Right? He's saying, oh, help me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Right? They tussling with him. This dude pulled the pistol. Right? He says, oh, no. What the F? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. They thought he was drunk. Dude was an assassin. But look how they treat us. They quick to pull the trigger. We didn't even got a knife in our hand. Esau got a knife. They'll beanbag him up. Right? Throw some tear gas. But when it comes to us, man, they don't care. But that's why it says they don't regard. But we got to understand the Most High sent this spirit to our people. But still, is that they do excessively even in that spirit. They'll run you over. You see that? Hit you with their cop car. They don't care. They flipping over elderly women. I seen it. Like, how the hell you body slam a 60-year-old woman? Yeah.
They had one video that actually happened in Virginia. The woman was going, she was speeding.
Right.
Right? And they had the dash cam footage, and this just shows you when the scripture talk about they hunt out steps.
Right.
She was speeding, so she's in the mall. They got behind her, they flashed the lights, but according to her, she had her music loud.
Right.
So she didn't hear them. When she finally pulled over, they grabbed this woman who was in her 60s out the car by her ear.
Right.
This is a woman. She wasn't resisting or anything, but they grabbed her out by here. Now the dash cam footage, right, made it even worse. He said, oh, I love this. I love this. This is a change. So he was already looking forward to a physical confrontation.
Right.
I mean, this is the spirit that's in him.
Yep. Listen, ready, but why? Go to Amos 3:10. Amos 3:10. These people's a full live demons walking around, man. Full live. Look at them. What is that? Pulling somebody out by their hair? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, they snatched out? They probably said something smart. Yeah, you get out, Blackie. You get out. Put your teeth on the curb. Right? And the report comes back, they slipped and fell. How? Their whole grill is missing. How they slip and fall and mess their whole mouth? Like, that ain't normal. Read where you at.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 10.
A little bit louder, right? Go ahead.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 10.
Read.
For they know not to do right.
Read.
Said the Lord. Who store up violence and robbery in their places.
You see that? That's what they store up. They don't know how to do right. That's why they treat us the way they do. That's why they don't put grocery stores or healthy food stores with your people. That's why they don't teach your children no type of some type of good doctrine. No, listen, just the topics that they're on, history, the little boo-boo math. Come on, man. When the last time you used the math that you used in high school?
Right.
Cash ain't even get enough money to use that math, right? You plus and minus. That's it. Plus and minus. Added and subtracted. Now, a lot of times we subtracted. We subtracted,
Divide sometimes.
Huh?
Divide sometimes.
Yeah, you might divide it, just to see how long your money can stretch you, man. Come on, man. But it says, read it again.
For they know not to do right.
Right.
Said the Lord.
Read.
Who store up violence and robbery in their places.
Yeah, yes. That's it on that. But go to Psalms 12 and 8. Actually, no, go to Psalms 82 and 5. Psalms 82 and 5. Just showing forth what, man? Showing forth that, man, the spirit that he brings to this nation is confusion. It's chaos. Read where you at.
Psalm chapter 82, verse 5.
Go ahead.
They know not.
Read.
Neither will they understand.
And they don't. These nations don't. Like you said, or Asa said, they don't have the counsel of the Lord. They don't have the balance and the understanding of the scriptures, so they act like beasts. That's why even when we went over this Genesis, y'all remember that? It says that there were beasts deemed for death, or I forget how it was quoted. But there's individuals, they're just meant to die. There's no saving them. That mind is gone. They don't know how to do right. They know not, neither will they understand. Read.
They walk on in darkness.
Read.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
You see that? All the foundations of the earth are out of course. It's chaotic. That's why, again, you don't know if you're looking at a boy or a girl. You looking at pictures, you got that long hair, nigga. Right? Come on, man. You see the walking and just the twitching, right? Just the twitching. Dude. It's like, come on, you got some chicks too, man. Got the low cut, right? Got the nice back. There's a 6'9" giant in the gym that we go to. You think it's a dude. That's a full-grown woman, man. Walk around like Ted, man. Like, little girl, stop. Probably in the military, you know, probably was a basketball player, got turned out, stud, right? But what happens, man? America loves it. America wants to continue to do what? To push that in our face. It's out of course. Go to Revelations 18 and 2. Just to run through a little bit. Revelations 18 and verse 2. Because we have to see what spirit is putting in this world, man. What Esau, let somebody else get it out. What Esau is promoting. That's why this new world order, Christ, our kingdom, it has to come forth. Read where you at.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 2.
Right.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen. It's fallen.
Right. America, Babylon, spiritual Babylon. Go ahead.
And it's become the habitation.
It's become the what?
The habitation.
Those that live in America and those that are linked with America are what?
Has come the habitation of devils.
You see that? Of devils, deceivers, liars. You can't trust that. They're unloyal, deceptive, malicious, murderous. But the thing about it is that we got to recognize that you better hope your mind's not like them. That's why he says when you read up, get up out of her, my people. Get out of that mentality. Because that's the spirit that's here in America, man. A lot of us hold on to the old way of doing things, but you're not understanding that that is the philosophy of a devil. Read.
And the hold of every foul spirit.
The hold of what?
Every foul spirit.
So I said it's a foul spirit, man. These individuals got foul spirits. Y'all see this? To kill somebody, cut their head off, have a little fellatio with it. That's crazy, man. I see serial killers out here. What y'all thought it was a game? Y'all need to look. Y'all need to watch Mindhunter. It's the first season. The first season, first episode is going into that guy. He was a serial killer. Read.
And a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Every unclean. Saucy Santana. Right. Walk. Was he? You could walk that. What was the song? It says, it's something walk, whatever it is. Every foul. You don't even know what it is. He, she. Like you says, them, they. You got 15-year-old girls saying they're them and they. Call me them and they. No, we're going to call you Legion.
Right.
We're going to call you Legion. You don't know what's up. You don't know what's right. Where you at?
Revelation chapter 18, verse 3.
Yep, that's it on that. Go to Philippians 2 and 15. Actually, you know what? Go to Romans 1 and 28, man. Go to Romans 1 and 28. Because Philippians 2 and 15 was talking about a perverse generation, right? That we're surrounded by a perverse generation. And that's why the Most High has to just eradicate this nation, eradicate their comrades. Because this is the spirit that it puts on you. I need y'all to listen to this. Don't look at the baby, let them be. I need y'all to understand that this is the spirit. These are the attributes that come on you. Read where you at.
Romans chapter 1 verse 28.
Go ahead.
And even as they did not like to attain their God in their knowledge.
Go ahead.
God gave them over to a reprobate mind.
He did what?
Gave them over to a reprobate mind.
Read. And reprobate means what? He abandoned you. And that's why this world, the Most High has abandoned them in their reasoning. That's why they're doing the weird stuff. That's why you can't trust these nations. And I'm going to say this. If you got even our own people dealing out the spirit, you can't trust that. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to act brotherly or try to help them. I'm just saying a lot of times they have these spirits on them. Because they might have did what? Not want to retain the Most High. So he gave them over to a what? A vacant mind. It's an empty space. So now you got spirits that's going to do what? They're playing games with you on the inside. Got you moving left, right, and then you wake up crying, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. Spirits, man. This is what America's giving us. Read.
To do those things
right,
which are not convenient.
Which what?
To do those things which are not convenient.
Yeah, to do those things which are not convenient. I like that Tazapai said, beyond saving. That mind is beyond, it's gone. You've already accepted what team you want to participate with. What logic you want to lock in with. Right? What investment company you want to invest with. Which is what? With Satan and his crew. With America and his crew. But it says, do things that are not convenient. Read.
Being filled with all unrighteousness.
All what?
Unrighteousness.
Read.
Fornication.
Look at that. Unrighteousness, fornication is going to go through it. Go ahead.
Wickedness. Covetousness. Maliciousness. Full of envy.
Y'all see this? This is in the spirit of America. This is in the spirit of individuals that is against the Most High. That's why he has to bring forth a new slate. You know how it is, man, in life. You just want to press the reset button. The reset button has to get touched.
Right.
You want to do it in your life. I just want to start over. I want to have a new identity. I just want to be clean. The Most High going to do it. He's going to do it. Read.
Murder.
Right.
Debate. Deceit. Malignity. Whispering.
Read.
Backbiting.
Come on.
Haters of God. Despiteful. Proud. Boasters. Inventors of evil things.
Read.
Disobedient to parents.
Go ahead.
Without understanding.
Come on.
Covenant breaking.
Right.
Without natural affection.
Read. Implacable.
Unmerciful.
Unmerciful, because this nation is unmerciful. They don't care. 11 years old, 30 years old, 30 years old, 19 years old. They don't care. This, you can catch two to the head. Another nigga dead, man. Yeah. Right? Like the brother said, they didn't even go search for her brother's missing body where they knew he was at. Come on, man. But police is to protect and serve. No, they there to hit your ankles. They there to get off their aggression. Because they already be spooky. We got pulled over the other day, right? Esau, I'm like, he was sniffing like he had this little, like, uneasy spirit. Yeah. I'm like, brother, I'm as calm as day. The windows down. You smelling car freshener, right? Why you moving like that, man? Why you so antsy, right? Like you mad at something, you couldn't find nothing, right? Brother, you know, but again, that's this nation. Go to Isaiah 14:7. Isaiah 14:7, Proverbs 11:10, Jeremiah 13:18. Yeah. Just a couple more scriptures. But Isaiah 14:7, going about why there has to be a change in power. This can't go on any longer. This malicious, this devilish, this unmerciful regime has to be eradicated. Who doesn't want that? Why do you think a lot of nations, when it came to Fidel Castro, whenever he tried to overthrow Cuba, oh man, we can't be underneath this regime. This isn't fair. It's the same thing going on in this world. Things have to get set back to what it was in the beginning. Y'all remember in Ecclesiastes it says the Most High made everything healthful. We got to get it back to a healthful state. But what is it going to take? What is it going to take? Read where you at.
Isaiah chapter 14 verse 7.
Go ahead.
The whole earth is at rest.
Read.
And is quiet. They break forth into singing.
But the question is, how is this going to happen? How is the whole earth going to be quiet? Because it ain't quiet now. There's screams coming from Colombia. There's screamings coming from El Salvador with murders. They're firebombing individuals. They're starving people. They're evicting blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in the United States as we speak right now. They're homeless. You got Haitians out there, where? In Mexico, in Colombia, in Argentina, and all these different areas, running from what? The corruptness in Haiti. But who taught them that, Who taught them that, man? You see this? The world's not quiet right now. How is it going to be quiet? Proverbs, go to Jeremiah 13:18. Actually, you know what? Yeah, go to Jeremiah 13:18. That's all right.
Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 18.
Yeah, Jeremiah chapter 13 and verse 18. Go ahead.
Say it to the king and to the queen.
Read.
Humble yourselves.
Do what?
Humble yourselves.
Read.
sit down.
Listen, this nation gonna have to sit down and humble herself.
Right.
Y'all see this?
God.
If you wonder where Kendrick Lamar got the sit down, be humble, it was right here. No, facts. Read it again. Y'all didn't know that? Yeah.
Say it to the king.
Right.
And to the queen.
Go ahead.
Humble yourself.
Yeah.
Sit down.
For your principalities
shall come down.
You see that? Your dominion, your majesty, your control has to come down. Read.
Even the crown of your glory.
It has to happen. Amos 9 and 8. And last scripture, 2 Esdras 7 and verse 42. Amos chapter 9 and verse 8. These nations have to sit down and humble themselves and understand. Good try, but we're going to have to eradicate you because you're a virus that needs to be what? Destroyed.
Right.
You're too infectious. You're negative. You know how they like to say it. You're toxic. They're toxic. It's time to go. It's time for what? Peace, quiet, prosperity, truth. And we're going to get that, but read where you at.
Amos chapter 9 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom.
Y'all see this? He knows what's going on. His eyes are upon this sinful kingdom. And all those that are apart with him want to hold hands. Like we said earlier, the 7 heads, the 10 horns, the European Economic Community, right? They got all the money, the Bilderbergs, the DuPonts, right? The Rockless Burgers, the Sony Records, right? Warner Brothers, Walmart, all these pioneers. Listen, they're sitting back devising mischief. That's what the Most High said. Read it again.
Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom.
Go ahead.
And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
Listen, it's gonna have to happen. They will be destroyed to bring forth something new. Read.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy.
And I'm not gonna say something new, to bring forth a new regime, to bring forth the rightful position of our kingdom, the rightful position of our leader, Yahweh Shai. Y'all see this? Or Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the Most High through Christ, right? Go ahead.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob.
Read.
Saith the Lord.
He's not. 2 Esdras 7 and verse 42. Because, no, I need somebody else. Thank you, though. Bakar, 2 Esdras chapter 7 and verse 42. Is that righteousness will rule, man. We've been dealing with wickedness for too long. We can't be comfortable in this. We got to understand that there's a better life on its way. There's a better kingdom on its way. There's a better ruler. There's a better governor. There's going to be better standards. There's going to be better food, better vibes, better lives, better lands. Come on, man. Again, we live in a concrete jungle. This ain't life. Go down to Dominican Republic, man. Look at the green trees. Barbados, the islands, man. I've been watching that. Ecuador. Ecuador is beautiful, man. And it ain't nothing but dark-skinned Negroes. And they're what? Asher. There's Asher out there, man. Where were you at?
2 Esdras chapter 7 verse 42.
Yes, 2 Esdras chapter 7 and verse 42. Read.
He answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory to abide.
Right.
Therefore have they prayed for the weak.
Go ahead.
But the day of doom.
But the what?
But the day of doom.
Because Esau knows it's coming. That's why they have militaries everywhere. That's why they're always trying to prep for what? This alien invasion. The day of doom is on its way. Read.
But the day of doom shall be the end of this time.
Go ahead.
And the beginning of the immortality.
The beginning of what?
Of the immortality.
Bringing forth immortality, which means forever, living forever. Now, that's going to be 144,000. It's not everybody. You better get right. You better cleanse that slate. You better try to get these sins blotted out. Repent, right? We want that immortality, right? We want to live forever. Now, yes, the 1/3 is going to have those 900 years, 800 years, right? But I'm trying to what? I'm trying to fly through the universe, man. Right? Go ahead.
For to come.
Right?
Wherein corruption is past.
Where what?
Wherein corruption is past.
That corrupt mind that they have, that corrupt influence is no longer around. Heartache and pain is no longer around. You're going to be drying up tears. You see that? No crying no more. It's going to be shouting for joy. It's going to be myrrh, thanksgiving. You see this? I know it seems far-fetched, I know, because we're in hell right now. But I'm gonna say this is that it's coming. Read.
Intemperance is at an end.
Intemperance is at an end. Go ahead.
Infidelity is cut off.
Right, unfaithfulness, read.
Righteousness is grown.
What's grown?
Righteousness is grown.
Righteousness is gonna be at a higher level. There's not really righteousness here. We see more evil than righteousness. Right? We see more leggings than skirts and dresses. Right? We see more nipples, right? Yeah. And that's men and women. Than modest apparel. You see that? Come on, man. We see more blunts. We see more. That's why you see blunts on Instagram.
You smell more weed than
you smell more weed than cologne and food, man. God damn, that cushion in here, god dang. But keep reading.
And truth is sprung up.
And that's really what it is, real truth. That's why the New World Order, which is our kingdom, which is by our head, which is what? Yahweh Shai. It's coming, man. It's coming. So be patient. Be patient. But with that, any questions on the class? The New World Order is coming, man. Yeah, that should be our next shirt. N.W.O. New World Order. Is it your question from earlier? Hold that. It's 9:18. I'm gonna say this. Shabbat Shalom for brothers and sisters online. Hopefully you like the class. All right. We have a Sabbath class. It's gonna be tomorrow with Houston. So please log in. That's going to be 10 a.m. their time. We're going to be doing Sabbath class here. So with that, we'll see you next Friday. If you have questions or concerns, hit up the brothers and we can take care of it. If you need a class, hit us up. We'll take care of it. But other than that, we're going to wrap it up, set up some prayers. We'll say Shalom.
Shalom! Sisters, cooling out, having fun, drinking yayan with Yahweh Shai up in the kingdom, yeah. Who are we? Israel! That who are we? Israel! Can't hear you. Israel. Who's the power? Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's the power. Yeah. Who's the power? Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's the power.